today I'm playing Ark Survival Evolved, and in this video I am going to be giving you a few tips on this marvelous, or not a few tips. I'm going to be telling you all the magical properties of this special plant, because it has many abilities, and if you learn to use it correctly in just around the place in Aberration or around your base, it can be very helpful during raids, base building, staying alive early game, any of that sort of stuff. It's a very useful plant, and so in this video I'll be running through every single thing you need to know about this plant and how to use it effectively. So this plant is the plant species C, and you can find it just about everywhere around the map. They have certain spawn zones that can't be destroyed, so they'll always be there. Well, they can't be destroyed in what I know. I've been punching it and hitting it with an axe, and I've even attacked it with a Ravager a couple of times and it hasn't broken. So I'm guessing it can't be broken unless maybe by a berry eater, which I haven't tried, herbivore, but I haven't tried that. So they have certain spawn zones, and they're pretty much scattered around the whole map. Really. And so these plants have, like, they're called the plant species Z, and they have about three unique properties that can help you out during aberration. So the first one, which is the one that most people are aware of, is they scare off the nameless. So the nameless are the creatures that live in the darker areas, and they come up from the ground and they summon more of themselves. You end up getting an army after you, and they're extremely hard to kill without a light pet or being near a plant Z, because what the plant Z does is it burns them just like a light pet or like a bulb dog, glowtail, featherlight, any of that would, just like any of that would. So it's much like those in the way that it burns the nameless and makes it much easier to kill. And so that can make killing, or it can make farming nameless be pretty easy, especially if you've got a good mount, because like they're pretty powerful when they're not being burnt by other plant Z or light pets. I'm fairly sure. I don't think there's any other things in the game that stop them. The second ability, which again quite a few people are aware of, is that if you stand near it long enough, it will actually give you some seeds. So I'm just waiting for it to spurt one out now, but it just basically shoots a seed out the top bit there, and you can collect it, and then you can put it in a large crop plot, and you can grow it. And so you can have these anywhere around your base, even if you're in an area. There it is. So you can have it anywhere around your base, and it will protect the nameless for you, and you'll get more and more seeds the more you stand around them. So I'm pretty sure the area of effect is pretty small, but it still can be really useful, especially if you're in bioluminescence areas or like some of the even darker zones, because nameless and reapers are everywhere, and these will make their survivability much lower, and meaning you can take them out much easier. And the third ability, which is the one that people don't seem to notice or use. So these plants are actually extremely good at healing. They're basically like crazy. You'll heal way quicker on dinosaurs or just on foot. So I'll show you now. Let's jump off this cliff and see how much health I lose. I'm gonna land in this house. Right, so I am on 176 health. Now let's have a look how much my health is going up when I'm away from the plant. So it's going up by about, like, if you look in the bottom right, 179, 180, 181. So it's about every 2 or 3 seconds it goes up by 1 health. Now, let me pull myself up next to the plant Z. Let's just have a look at the health I'm at now before. So I'm at 188, and then look at this, 188, 197, 200, 207, 216, 226, 230, 245, 255, 264, 65, 274, and so as you can see, it goes your health goes much quicker, and I'm already at full health. So this can be extremely useful for multiple different like situations. So if you're getting attacked by heaps of dinosaurs, you killed them off and you're on really low health and the areas you are in is dangerous, pull yourself up next to these plant Z's, you'll heal extremely fast. I mean, it's just crazy how fast you heal. Another situation is if you're doing a raid, you could plant like if you're doing it, if you're doing a raid, you could plant these like somewhere, and if you get attacked or killed or shot or something like that, you can pull up next to it and start healing like very quickly. So that's also a situation in which these would be useful. The third situation is if you're defending a base and you get shot or whatever, you can go up next to it and heal while you're defending without having to leave the base or to go in and get something and like eat it or whatever. You can just stand next to one of these and you'll heal. And the fourth situation is basically if you've got neighbours swarming you and your mount or your players losing a lot of health, this will also burn them but also heal you really quickly. So you can really like tear through the nameless if you try hard enough and if you go next to one of these plants. So a very useful plant, and it's if you learn to use it correctly by seeking it out or knowing the locations where they are, and when you're getting attacked or you need help, going up to them. Because if you don't, you'll have troubles and you might die quite often. So it's always good to know how to know where these are and to like use them correctly when in danger. But again, if you use them all the time, then you probably won't get too much done. Ah, damn, Ravager died. That's sad. But yeah, so basically, it's a very useful plant that heals, kills, and you can own yourself by its seeds. Oh, and one last thing that I forgot to tell you. When planted in your own crop plot, so when planted in your own crop plot, these will also produce a special grenade called the Plant Z Flashbang Grenade, I'm pretty sure. And you can take these out of the crop plot, and they're basically like a bit like a smoke grenade, but I think it more blinds the player and stops them from being able to move, rather than just like putting a smoky mist everywhere. So they could be thank you Ark for that. But yeah, so yeah, you can use these flashbang grenades while raiding, masking your escape or anything like that. So this plant is very useful, and I hope this video has made you more aware of it and has helped you out in using it and knowing the abilities of this special plant. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please do leave a like, and if you've got any feedback, put it in the comment section down below, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!